a pop net air dodge up to keep himself alive. I think he was safe either way, but just to confirm that he wouldn't die, I think that was a
I
really
think
smart.
again, like that too is what separates like the good players from like extremely good players. Not to say that there is a difference between these two. I'm just speaking generally.
Yes.
Like the knowledge that is even a situation that exists, being equipped to, react to that in real time. How often do you think you see that situation? Once every like 200 games?
Yeah, not often enough for me to like think about it.
Maybe a little more often, right?
Sure.
But regardless, I mean, it's definitely on the fringe, right? It's more of a niche scenario, and still able to win it out. Very, very, very well played.
And for all that work that Merf put in there, to be able to take that first game, we're going to need to see a little bit more out of Merf. He's finding so much off these openings, he's going to need to find even more. We're going to have to ask a lot from him if he wants to win this set.
And it's kind of ironic because you were saying like he was already giving so much last game, but it's almost like really what we need is like we need more from him. We need like discipline. I feel like there's again it's overextending against this character in particular. It's so dangerous.
Yeah, we were talking about reversal potential with Pirate Metro upbeat. I mean, this character has that literally across his kit. Oh,
it's certainly an effective one. Various other methods of getting handles, just the ledge trap. We're seeing C4 is going to be easily like neutral get up by Merf. Let's go high with the Blazer instead. What's the up tilt here?
Putting himself in position to catch a ledge trap. Oh, a little off the mark. Sonido recognizing when you're a little too far forward, it's hard for a lot of players, no matter how good they are, to catch the roll in. And that going to be the case once again. Sonido takes the first stock this game.
With Crom and Roy, especially with Roy, you have to imagine a more specific position, right? Crom, you kind of just cover, neutral, get up, and roll, getting really sleep. But with Roy, I mean, you have that sour spot. You have to be cognizant where you're standing, but it's actually going to take Sonido's not cognizant in that moment.
Really fighting down from that platform, stuck on the top one now. Oh, just a little off the mark. Fortnite's not going to find the connection, but no punish either. Sonido has to run away to avoid the hit, so it's kind of a low risk, high reward if it works.
The double jump is going to be sniped. I think still no double jump on Sonido, and Merf is aware of it, drops down, but the Cypher going to armor the back here for him. It does take quite a bit of damage to break that Cypher. Jared's air dodge going to be caught. Yeah, it's the old-fashioned classic stock take method there from Merf to be displayed. This is the first real lead I feel like we've seen from Merf.
Yeah, I don't even want to call it that quite yet.
Because the stocks have been so even, right? But I mean, this is the most we've seen.
We're starting to see a little more now. And we're seeing the difference here from that last game. Game 1 Merf runs off and dies there. This Merf, this is a new main. He's right now.
As we called for, there's definitely more discipline evident here in display. And a great call out.
Still as aggressive as ever, though. Catches the forward area, getting popped up from the grenade. It's not going to kill, but it's just extra damage that we'll be more than happily hit. It just opens up more opportunities for Merf to kill. And it opens up a lot more straight hit deaths as we are certainly at kill percent first Sonido. Merf still has another full stop to play with as well.
Down there, and it put his hands into the snake up air box. This aerials are so jail time, man. But actually both are, so I have to be fair. Both aerials are quite jail time, but
Certainly.
the snake's been so active for like 10 years.
They're at it for a long time. Great spray.
Okay, today I thought might have actually thrown a wrench into the plan there, but instead it actually looks like it made Merf immediately go for back there. They will trade, but of course that's a trade.
Yeah, that was like a jam trade on both hits. Like he hit grenade trade was down, and then something else trade was back there, but Merf still able to come out on top.
I feel like it had to be like probably snakes back here or in air, right?
Yeah, whatever the fastest option Sonido could throw out there was, but at the end of the day, not going to matter. Back air, it would connect regardless. And now we got ourselves back. Same thing said for Sonido's back air.
We're just running it off.
Swing.
Yeah.
God, I love how aggressive Merf is playing right now.
The most aggressive opening, literally just hops over to the other platform and says.
I feel like a lot of Roy players do kind of get like deer in headlights against Snake sometimes because he catches so early.
It's easy to, right?
And that's part of why. Because that can happen if you mess up.
The You know that Merf's feeling himself. He comes straight off the platform, lands 4 forward airs, and there's no better feeling in the entire world. But then again, just it also he runs a little bit too wild, and Sonido more than capable of shutting it down here. Still holding on to his third stock, of course, and it's going to be forward throw here off the ledge to out to reach this situation. Ordering grenade. So far, Merf able to keep his shield up. Caught unawares. The bottom and then finally runs over there. We're just going to trade. Dead even if you're forward tilt will bind Merf a little bit more safer on the stage. Just feeding for that jab, but as you can see, forward air. Yeah. Just holding it here again. Finally able to catch that roll. And Snake has quite a ledge roll too. So I was talking about Mithras, but
covers a lot of space for sure.
Certainly as compared to the ground rolls, at least.
Looks like the platform not the place you want to be at any point in the game, but the grenade definitely makes it a little bit easier. Stops the threat of like a shark up air or whatever.
Feels like with the right string, it really can back to this usually there for Merf, but instead he does hold on the ledge for too long as Shaped charges the butterfly. Going to take that stock. Feels like all things considered early, even though it was later, it just felt like Merf sort of had more best plays. I do feel like, you know, especially with Rage, we talked about really just so capable to take this stock.
Most definitely can find stocks really from like so little, but he needs to find it pretty quickly. We are definitely getting into the wee hours of Merf's life in this game 3. A really important game 3, because he goes up 2-1. Sonido would like to have that little cushion in game 4.
Sonido just, it feels like he's doing a really excellent job of slowing down Merf's pace. And this, again, Merf has his break that when he's allowed to play it, but so far, I mean, his last 2 games, it feels like Sonido might have figured something out. Just really has the ability to just, again, keep on something and keep just playing to keep out being extremely low.
I think we're starting to see a bit of a return to form from Merf in the last couple games. Maybe getting a little bit too aggro, and Sonido was just able to fight through it and take the lead here. We're trying to find something that matters out here, continuing to climb ever higher in percentage.
Grenades are definitely adding up. It does not look good on paper here for Merf. 175% up to 188 now. That get an attack. Sonido again as well, just more than happy to sit over here and throw nades. You are at 8%. That is not where you want to be versus Snake. That is the worst spot you can be at, man. It's just becomes so easy for Sonido to just take that game or take stock rather, but in doing so is able to find the second game here and is now looking poised to take the set. And again, it's losers.
If anything happened in the loser bracket, man. Merf, I'll think about it to Roy here. Always anytime.
Not gonna swap characters, definitely holding true. It is his tournament life on the line here, so again, these players at this level, you just gotta trust them. We are going to FD, certainly I think the best pick of the whole here, that or probably Town and City, depending on what Merf's looking for, but certainly the lack of platforms altogether can help that neutral game, or I'm sorry, rather that advantage state be just as ferocious as Merf's getting set. Feels like maybe we've lost those players over these past couple of games. Sonido 2 dash attacks. See what holds center stage here so far. The thing about FD is that when you hit the Snake up, it's going to be easier to follow him down, easier to track those areas and go for those spots and grenades instead of you're in the corner where you aren't. You can try to see to always get to the stage. That said, though, he's above him.
He's above him. He hasn't gotten as much here. I think the platforms, the lack thereof, rather, is going to hurt Merf a little bit on this as far as like juggling. So, but he's definitely going to be able to get a little bit, maybe just less than usual, but he's going to get damage, and he's just able to get the kill regardless, and that's not going to matter how much damage is on there. He finds that killing blow. We're going to find one right now. Going to send a place in there and try and see right not quite yet, holding on the ledge. Oh, a little too far to grab.
And the grenade does come out, they're actually going to get it dropped off. I believe the third hit of the double edge dance. It's again going to be Merf just really is suffering here in these trades, or rather this interaction with the grenades. Sure, this is just going to be basically the same for the last 30 seconds of stock. It's finally going to be Merf. Lines up in the air. He's not able to get it at off time, but again, Sonido firing right back. He gets to the dash attack. And right down the front of him. Able to parry 2 hits of that double edge dance there, Sonido. It didn't look like an auto parry either. Plus the grenade is going to come out here into the air. Merf with a grenade of his own. I don't find too much though. Weak dash attack, wow. That's a lot.
Is it above? The armor that Nikita is dropping down to pop C4, not even trying to hit Merf there. I think he's trying to like find the opportunity to plant more C4. The only thing he's done, able to do it right there. That it took just a little bit too long.
Dash attack is just, it feels like really it's been Merf's landing sort of getting caught here on FD. But as I say that though, the frame trap, he's going to find it back air up there, the forward tilt again, not going to do it just yet. That shape charge really blended in there on the edge of that FD, and not caught unawares. Double edge dance to come out, but I mean, if this is going to be like any other interaction so far, this side might just go right now.
Yeah, there you are. Yeah, wasn't able to find his footing at all. Sonido played that perfectly. Kept Merf from the ground, and I mean, in our last stop situation, Sonido looking to move on to the semis. Merf looking to bring this to a 5th game, potentially to move on to the semis on his own. Has to be careful. We know what happened last time. He committed too much off stage. Working a little bit better right now is he's got a pretty good amount of unanswered damage on Sonido. Sonido trying to find anything, really just trying to find an escape from the pressure Merf's putting on. Oh, he's not anything quite yet. Jab back here at 80. Is that your life? Not quite yet. Good DI from Sonido. For the high recovery, finding his way back, going to the ledge anyways. I love the creativity of Sonido on these recovery situations, but has not landed anything on Merf. Finally, it's a dash attack, another one to boot after about 50 seconds of nothing coming out of Sonido. Merf's output has been so strong, but now things are starting to slow down. We know what happens when Merf's not putting out damage, anything can happen.
Not quite even, right? But
low-key,
could happen. Merf going to say no, they're going to shut that possibility down. They're going to a game number 5 here. This again is an elimination round here. One of the most even sets we've seen, not just in this block, but in this tournament so far, I dare say. Going down almost to the wire there in game number 4, but we're talking about even more so here now.
On a small battlefield, choosing a Tekken song, Georgia loves picking the Tekken music.
They do, yeah. And it's Karma. Someone calls EV.
It's low-key always Karma, too. It's low-key always Karma when it comes to, like, if you open Tekken, bro, it's not going to be any other song. It is always Karma.
I feel like that is, if they do go to the Tekken soundtrack, it's usually either Karma or the yodeling song.
Oh, sometimes it's the Infinite Azure song, you know,
Yeah, that's fire. I played Tekken. A little bit. I'm not very good at it.
Getting into Game 5, small battlefield, I like this pick from Sonido. Realizing he's not really getting a lot from the extra space that you have from a stage like PS2 or FD here. So I'll go with the smaller one, even though Roy will also benefit from it. But you're going to be in your face anyway, you might as well get in there too. Pull some nade, get some trades against Merf, because at the end of the day, you're both going to be at kill percent. You might be killed before he does.
Yeah, plus you have to think the smaller the stage, the more that you cover in explosives.
Exactly.
We just saw like a nigh unavoidable grenade C4 combo there. And it's just not really possible to get pressure like that from a player like Merf on a smaller stage.
It's cool because it forces Merf to like jump a lot more, and Roy in the air is strong, but it feels like Snake has so many options to deal with Roy in the air. They both. It's not really even juggling for Snake, but he is able to find so much when his run is in the air, or when he commits to an option like side B and whiffs that up tilt is going to take first blood, force Sonido taking the lead, which is something that he needed desperately for momentum going to the rest of this. We'll see how quickly Merf can clean things up. Sonido taking his sweet time making that stage.
Yeah, definitely not going to complain about dragging this one out. He is absolutely, as we've seen so far this set, willing to slow the game down, slow the pace all the way down, but it's going to be Merf who somehow is able to find that tempo break again with the falling up air. Weak falling up air at that. It's going to be those conversions that have paid him out the most today, it seems like, in his top 8 so far. And it could be the key to actually keeping him alive here in top 8, it seems now. This is game number 5, right back to even percents. Jab not going to be found. Instead, the jab later, but no, the forward smash. Sonido somehow able to avoid that with the diagonal.
Up tilt, back air, once again. Oh, no, overcommit, please. Oh, no! What a scary situation on stage. Sonido getting caught overcommitting to an air dodge. Merf feigned overcommitting off stage. I'm going to give you the credit for it. I don't care. That's Merf best on earth.
Now they're turning it after all.
Exactly, we're chilling.
Oh, I love that he just walks up and just waits for the shield there and goes for the grab. Excellent discipline from Merf. I mean, that's what I was saying, man. That's what I was saying we need to see from him. Sometimes, I mean, you gotta let the opponent, even when the opponent's that much better, you gotta let them just make their move and just react, you know? Be confident.
Oh, missed the grab, just a little off. A rare, another one in a row. That is so rough for Sonido. And this is just looking like the Merf show at this point. Obviously, don't count Sonido out yet. One good hit is all we'll take, and then a snake stock. I mean, that's only a couple grenades, and then he's a kill percent. He just needs to survive Merf. He's doing the right thing here. Just staying away, no grenade, going high, finding a creative route back to the stage or the ledge. Just trying to extend this as long as he can.
Exactly. As long as he is able to keep the stock in the game is way scarier for Sonido because he's the one who has to approach. The moment that the dam breaks here, and it becomes very, very possible for Sonido to win. So Merf actually doing what we see Sonido do, trying to slow it down, but instead Sonido is going to be able to find, it looked like an up air, kind of stayed out for a little bit too. Might have been a weak up air there to actually take the stock. Now we're technically back on even stocks, very different position for these players though, and hard to play it's difficult to play a Snake too. Snake, I mean, definitely has it in the tank, right? But you can't be going for grenades or you can't be going for trades at least. You're at a disadvantage, I mean, really living on a prayer here.
This is definitely getting a little scarier here. Sonido starting to apply a bit more pressure to the gas pedal, closing this deficit just a touch. Every interaction is so strong. Merf overcoming to that side B. Sonido is certainly not out of this. Low key, this is even one good hit could do it.
No,
Misses the back air.
But it's going to be near 3-0 straight to the corner with that DI. Sonido living forever here, 168%. Is forced to recover high here. This is a situation that Merf loves. It's going to be a weak up air. I believe no jump on this Snake, and it's just going to be an easily positioned up air for Merf there to advance into the even deeper into this loser side of top 8.
Yeah, holding on there. It looked like Sonido was starting to mount a comeback and had everything he needed going for him, especially with that weak up air. Oh, I feel like a lot of players are heart sinks there, not Merf, just able to find it in the end. Sonido found such creative ways to get back to stage. Not creative enough, though. Merf is going to move on to the losers semifinals, where he will play the winner of Zurzel, the winner of Zurzel versus the winner of Vivid and Mirage, which is happening over on our side stream, Alabama Smash League, as we are about to jump into our winner's final set, Danny versus Spickles.
Before we do that, though, I think we are going to jump to a quick break. It'll be just a minute, and then we'll be right back for that. So make sure...